because I want to see if Rachel's in there.
It says you are live.
Hi guys, I'm here. I'm just trying to get set up. Not quite set up yet. Here's my canvas. I'm now working with the same size canvas that I did this painting the first time. I can pick up the painting and just show the people. I got this painting from the Temecula Paint and Sip Temecula Studio. Justin does these. The kit's $25. Comes with your canvas, all the paints, and written instructions in order to complete this painting. I don't have the instructions anymore, but I'm gonna try to just wing it and do the best I can do on here to recreate this painting. So we'll see how that goes. It's dragonflies. Like I said, if you want the true instructions, contact paintandsiptemecula.com, and there's on their website there's all different kinds of kits and packages. This particular package is called Dragonfly, and it comes with paint already in these little plastic containers. For this canvas, you have red, blue, black, green, and white. And I've just got two brushes here. I have one bigger brush and a smaller brush. The brushes, if I can stick it in camera here, it's just a small little brush. It's a Center Trade number 6. I think I just got these ones, guys, as a pack from Hobby Lobby or Michael's, I think maybe. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, there we go. That's better. This is just the kind of brush that I have. I'm not a paint expert. I just like to do this to relax. So if you guys want to try to follow along, or like I said, you can go with Justin. He's very excellent if you live in the Temecula area. The paint and sip studio in Temecula does wonderful things, and he helps you do all the painting and all the coloring. I believe when we started this the last time, you took some blue and some green and mixed them together. Hold on 1 second, because I'm going to need a paint palette. Yeah, I'm going to mute the string here for just a minute while I get some stuff set up. So don't worry. Hi, whoever just joined. I'll be painting in just a second. I gotta throw an apron on, which also comes with your kit from the Temecula Paint and Sip Studio. If you look it up online, get a hold of Justin. Justin is amazing. So I'm going to start by mixing my blue and my green together to try to make the top half of the night sky. And I'm going to use a bigger brush. I don't know if anybody's watching right now, but maybe this will come back on the replay. So all I did was I took my brush and loaded it on my brush to the midpoint of the bristles. I don't remember what that's called, but I do watch the art Sherpa, which she's really good at teaching also. And what I've done is I've mixed some of the green and the blue, and I might just grab a dab of white before I start painting this, and I'm gonna paint the first third of the canvas in this color. I'm just gonna just dab it back and forth until I get kind of a this isn't even right, but we're gonna just try it. I might have to call my assistant in just a second because this is not quite the same color that I had going before, but maybe I can add a little more white. But now I'm just trying to paint in the background, which I might have to have help with, but I'll see. I don't know. I try to paint all in one stroke and make it even, but sometimes I'm not very successful. I'm going to turn off the microphone for just a second, guys. I think. You want to be careful when adding water to acrylics because paints all have a saturation rate. Hey guys, can you come help me for just a minute? Can you mix me up some more blue and some more green? This is my dad, the blue and the green. Just trying to get some more coverage out of this paint. I don't know. Let's turn on. Oh, I can't. Sorry about the conversations in the background, guys. I don't know how loud they are or how much my microphone's picking up. If anybody can just let me know if y'all can hear me. I do live with several other people, so I don't know how much of that you can hear on this. Um, if you want to do this on a bigger canvas, you can, but this size is all I have right now. I haven't been able to go back to like the Hobby Lobby and get some more, so I'm just making do with that for right now. So that part. I think you cover this all the way down, and I believe in the instructions. It didn't quite turn out right on my first painting that I did because I did it through the paper instructions. So it was just kind of a self-learn as you go kind of a thing. But I think the water is supposed to have a lighter tinge at the bottom. So I think I'm gonna continue this color and just try to get my canvas covered for at least another inch or so, trying to maintain a stroke pattern that's gonna be the same kind of colors. Try. I don't know, I'm not terribly good at this, but we'll see. Shoot, I think I put a little too much water, but we'll see. Yeah, unfortunately I did put too much water in my paint already. I'm just gonna try to carry it across the canvas. Maybe see if that'll work. Rather than having it all drip down. That's the interesting thing about painting, is you can think you've like royally messed it up, and then somehow it turns out better than you thought. I've always liked painting, but then I never really thought that I was good enough at painting to actually paint, which I know sounds very, very silly, but one of my friends, who's a really good artist, Renita McGuire, said that if I liked art, I should just try doing it anyway, because if art school had taught her anything, it was that it didn't matter. So now I'm trying not to let the imperfections and things in my canvas that I don't really like, that I've got going right now, bother me. So I'm just going to continue with the coverage of this piece and try to get it to go right. I don't know if it will or not though, because it's super hot in here, and acrylic paint is relatively fast drying paint. So I'll just try my best, I guess, to get this all covered before it's I think that's about as good as I'm going to be able to do for the blue-green background. Part of that's going to be covered up because part of it will become the horizon line for the water that's going to be completely blue. And remember, if you make a mistake while you're painting, it's okay because you can always let it dry and paint over it again. If you're new to painting though, I wouldn't recommend drying it in heat, especially if you're a beginner painter, because you're gonna cause something called color shift unless you're working with well, even if you're working with professional grade paints. um these I think are just normal acrylic um beginner paints, and I think the way you can tell the difference is usually the thickness of the paint. um But you don't have to have a specific type of paint, except for if you're working with acrylics, you're going to want to stick with all the acrylics. Because most lines will blend together. Um, I just typically, right now, because I'm just like messing around and learning how to do this again, because I got scared, thought that I wasn't good enough at painting at one point, which is ridiculous. To think that you're not good enough to do something is crazy to me now, but um looks like I'm gonna need some more blue.
You need more blue?
Yes. If you can, there's another whole package with blue in it, I think. I don't think I have another spot of blue, I just think.
Just have to get like a blue,
Yeah.
like that, or like this dark blue.
Can I have like a mixture of both in the little pot things?
In here?
Yeah. Thank you. That's my mom off camera that you can hear. Okay. Because I ran out of paint quicker than I thought. That's another thing at when you go to Justin's studio and paint, all you have to do is tell him that you need more paint, and he will gladly give you more paint.
Is that the color you want, you think? Or?
Yeah. It's supposed to be like ocean color.
It's pretty oceany.
I guess that's either ocean or lake.
Do I mix them up in here? Or do you need a lot more or not?
Maybe a little bit more in there.
Okay.
Of the blue, and then Mom's just helping me mix paint colors because manual dexterity is not that good. If anybody wonders on the replay, I don't think I'll need.
What color do you like?
That's about good. And then all you're gonna do is take your brush, and I really don't think it matters whether your brush is very beat up or not, because I have several brushes. and I just kind of use them for whatever. And this is a lighter periwinkle, but we'll just make it work for right now. You can come through. Nobody's gonna see you on the camera.
Locked in.
That's my brother. He was trying to be sneaky and do a sneak thing, but I have the camera paint, so you can see the painting that I'm doing. But I don't know. We shall see if this one will turn out. It's a little more periwinkle than what I would have thought. So. I'm trying to do even strokes, even though it looks like a ginormous mess right now, but maybe if I flip the brush over and pull this way out, I'll get more of an even coverage of this side. And I did it in a little water. See, I always forget these things. Because that little bit of water provides you with some flow across your canvas. I might do just a touch more up toward the top a little. If you guys have any questions, you can feel free to leave them in the comments. And if I don't know how to answer them, I can always ask Justin, because I have his email address, to see if he could help us out with any of these things. My water is very bright blue, but I think if I just add a little bit of a darker tone color, should be alright. And the thing to remember with acrylics is that they blend while they're wet. So you're going to get a lot of blend while it's wet. So what I usually do is just do sweeping strokes, especially if it's water, and do sweeping strokes back and forth on the canvas. Also, it's important to do the sides of your canvas, because it just makes your picture look a lot more complete, is if you have the sides of your canvas all painted. I think that's pretty well for the background of this picture. You just take your color up your sides a little ways. It'll just make it look more finished. If you want, it's not a hard and fast rule. But now that we have it all covered, we're gonna take our black in just a second, give it a couple seconds to dry. And how you can tell if paint is dry, you can take, it's mostly, if you can see the shine in the colors, then it's still wet. Um, Hold on, I'm gonna try to get a hold of Rachel and see if Rachel is available to help me share this stream out so you guys can see what I'm doing. As of right now, all we've done is mixed the green with the blue to make this turquoise color. And then I went in about the bottom third of the canvas with just a darker blue and a lighter blue acrylic that I had and just kind of blended them together to make water. I'm going to see right now with my Apple Watch if I can get a hold of Rachel. I'm live if you want to come watch. I'm doing a painting. Plus, you can help me by sharing this stream out. So far all we've done was we painted the background of the painting. And this, if anybody's new here that's watching, this is supposed to be a night sky with dragonflies. We haven't quite gotten there yet though. Next, I'm going to move on to as soon as this is a little bit blended and kind of done, we're going to do the horizon line, which is going to separate the water from the sky. I'm live if you want to come join me. We're going to take our little bit smaller brush, which according to this brush is a flat 10. I don't know if this is the correct brush, but it's a smaller brush. And we're going to take that and we're going to make just along the horizon line of our painting, which is where the water meets the sky. I'm going to take And just dip it a little bit in the black. I think I did a bit too much in the black, but I'm gonna try. And that with a little water. I don't know whether this is gonna work or not, but we're gonna take this brush and we're gonna pull it across at this line here. And I don't know if it's gonna turn out. But I'm just gonna do. And it's okay if you need a little more. Or if it didn't turn out straight, that's just gonna end up looking like land or hills. In your picture. So then you're gonna take, I don't know if you guys can see really well. I think you can see some of the canvas, but not really all of it. Oh shoot. I just got black on my shirt. Ding dang. But that's okay. I'm trying to go from this angle this way. Now what I'm trying to do is give a suggestion of the horizon, I think. I don't know, but I'm just gonna try to even that out just a little bit. And if it's not perfect, then we're okay. If things just being perfect. So there we have a line. And then we're gonna take our, now that we're done with the black paint. And you can keep fussing with it, but it's gonna be what it is, I think. I don't know. We're just gonna pretend that those are happy little somethings. And maybe I'll just take this blue with the black that's still on my brush and try to add a little dimension to this blue because it's very much like lake. Right there. And water always has different dimensions. No? Maybe black. Little insect. I'll make this like this. Blue. in the water some dimension a little bit. I'm just gonna keep trying. I just kind of made it gray, but it's okay. I'm moving it just a little bit because of what I'm doing at this point. Okay. I don't like that. You can just go back with the blue and put the blue over it. And it should change the tone of the blue. That's there. Do you see that? I don't know. I think that's, I don't know about right yet. Doesn't really look like I've done much, but now in the other painting, once this is all dry, because you see how I just changed that light blue into a little darker blue color. I think that looks kind of pretty. And all I did was take some of the blue and use my brush that had the black on it, and it made it a different shade of. And then you're gonna take your green and yellow, and green and black, and paint the corners using a green and black, and just. So I'm just gonna grab another brush here and try to mix a dark green in the corners here. Just trying to do it. In this pot, just like. Because really all you're doing is making a dark green together on your brush. And then you're going to go in upward strokes. So like towards the top star of your canvas. From your bottom right corner up to you want to do the short strokes upwards from the corner in this dark green, which I used making the lighter green and the black. Do that in both of your corners. And it's going to look awful at first. I think I'm going to switch brushes because I think this brush is too big, too thick, because it doesn't do it. Or maybe I'm just not being confident enough with my strokes. Just gonna keep drawing that up. Words and kind of making a little shape. In the one corner. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I did that with the black and the green. I'm gonna do it on the side, same thing. And they're not gonna turn out the same, but it's fine. This is mixing the blue a little bit, but that's okay. Repeat your little water. And just barely dip it in. And just go up and pull up towards that corner and let go. I find this kind of a stroke to be very helpful because of the fact that like it's easier for me to do short strokes than long strokes. And what you're doing is making those little vegetation. My face itched, sorry. Things along the corners of the painting. So just keep kind of pulling it up. And you don't want everything to be in like one like straight thing because it's supposed to be a bush. So it's supposed to be kind of wild. Just kind of do that. And then when you're satisfied, with the way those look, you can kind of just wait for a second and Then you're gonna take yellow, which, hold on, I have to get a yellow. You're gonna take a yellow and a green and go over the top of the dark green that we just did. It's gonna look black, but don't get scared. Hey Mom, can I have some yellow? I forgot to get yellow.
Some yellow.
Yes, yellow. And mix the yellow with the dark, with the green color that we got going. Just the regular yellow, I think, will be good. And you guys, all the paint did come with the kit, but I've done a couple different paintings since I did this one, so I don't have the exact color matches. But all I'm doing is using the colors that I bought one of the craft like paints from Michaels. It came in like a big paint. Show it like over here, because it's kind of over my shoulder. See, I've got one of these, and this is just regular, and those will work just as well. Just use any colors you have. It doesn't have to be an exact match, because that's what makes your painting yours, is all the different colors. I don't use the fancy paints, but it'll all be okay. Okay, so now that we have some yellow out, you're gonna take yellow. I'm gonna put this down for just a second and smoosh my apron over a little because I got a little black spot on my shirt. But now I'm gonna do yellow. Just a smidge bit of this green and do yellow. And then it's gonna turn out to be a really bright green. And if you don't have a paint palette like the one that I have, you can always just use a paint paper plate to make your paint palette. Those work just as well. And now hold this up to the camera and hopefully not cover myself in bright green Kermit the Frog color. But I don't know if you can see that, but it's yellow mixed with a tinge of green that I had already. And I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna apply it in the same manner as soon as that drip comes off my brush. And I'm just gonna go swoosh in the same pattern. Well, it's not gonna be the same pattern, but it'll be something. And very similar fashion to what I did before. And if you get too much paint on your brush, it's okay, just keep going. Because you can always fix all things later. One bush always turns out better than the other. I don't know why. It just does. This might just end up being a very expressive painting. Bushes, I don't know. We're just gonna try and do this. And you're just gonna go blah blah blah. And you can make your bushes as big or as small as you want to. You just want a little bit of vegetation in the corners and you can kind of just play with these all the time to like get it as bright or as not bright as you want. So that's that part done. And then from there you can Hi Rachel, can you do me a huge favor and share out this stream to all the places? I just finished coloring in the background and we're doing the bushes right now. This would be a really good one to watch on the replay, but I do welcome more people in if they want to. I just am doing a little brushy strokes because sometimes you can just go like doo doo and make little bush shapes. And then I think I'm just gonna do a yellow. I can find a yellow. A little bit more brighter yellow. And then I'm gonna go back and do the white dots. And I think, oh, that's gonna be Hey, Mom. Do you want to help me put some white dots on here? All you gotta do is dip the brush in the white paint and then flick it on.
Like what brush?
That brush right there,
Where's the white paint?
right there.
It's got some blue in it. Does that matter?
It doesn't matter because it's all gonna be sky.
Like I need that much?
Yeah, and just flick it on there.
Did that ruin it?
Nope. Just supposed to be sky.
This brush doesn't flick very good. I think if I did it that way, it would
Yeah.
be better.
See, and then you just get sky. And then you just get all sorts of sky.
And what do you do with this space thing that came out on it? Like
That's
this.
just a constellation. More heavier, closer to you stars. I don't know.
Can I poof it a little bit maybe?
You can put it a little. It's worst that's gonna happen is we'll have to go over it again with the their colors. Or maybe that can be a dragonfly wing.
Can I just go like that with it? No. Just leave it.
Just leave it for now. But see, that's how you do stars. That's not how I did stars in the last one, but it's
See, this
fine.
one, this flicking was better.
Um, okay, so now that we've done that part, we can go back with our just blue. That, if you remember, is just a little bit bright. Da 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 da. Rachel, are you still there? Can you hear me? And now I'm gonna go right over that big blotch that Mom just made. And I'm gonna try to make it into a dragonfly. Rachel, can you still hear me? So we're gonna try to make magic out of this thing. Something. A little bit. We can make it long. It'll work, I think. I don't know. That's how that looks terrible. But I'm gonna make it work. Yes. Yeah, that's not gonna work, but we're just gonna pretend. That that is a butterfly. Or I mean a dragonfly. You can always go back and fix things after the fact. Kind of, I don't know. We'll just see. What do you think, Rachel? I don't know. Rachel's not even watching me anymore. Let's see what she thinks. I think this is a very artistic interpretation of the first one that I did. But I'll see. Do you like it or is it ugly? I think I might stop here, guys, because I've been on here for a solid hour and I don't want to bore people. But I hope you guys, even if you don't like my painting, I sort of do. It's okay. I'll show you maybe another time. I'll send pictures and I'll put them in the comments of what my this painting ends up like. I think I'm gonna end this stream here though. My name's Carolyn. This is Carolyn's Life. I hope you enjoyed this session of me being crafty. Again, I got this painting idea from Painting Temecula Studios, owned by Justin. Justin is a fabulous teacher. Um, goes through everything step by step. This was just my like very impromptu artistic take on what he does. He does beautiful things. Thank you again for joining. If you're at all interested in me doing another painting or do you have another suggestion of what I should do for a painting, go ahead and leave that in the comments below and I'll try to figure out how to do it. Again, this painting kit, which I got all the paints and brushes, and I have a smock that's covering my outfit so you don't get all dirty, is from Paint and Sip Temecula in the paint kits, and they're $29. If you'd like to pick one out yourself and you're in the Temecula area, thanks and have a good day. Bye, guys.